Hey guys, today we are looking at the Osprey Exos 58 2022 version. That's next. Welcome Backcountry Renegade, I'm Jeff. This channel is all about backcountry adventures and all the gear in between. If you're into those things too, consider subscribing. Today we're looking at the popular Osprey Exos 58, and this series has been updated for 2022. This is a super popular pack for thru hikers because it is super lightweight, but also has some great carry comfort. This pack is fully featured in a lightweight package. It also has that airspeed suspension system that provides excellent ventilation and support. So let's check it out in a bit more detail. The popular Osprey Exos got an update in 2022, which has a lot new features and also some added comfort. The Exos is known for being lightweight but super comfortable, and it features nice ventilation back panel as well. The women's version is called the Asia. It comes in either a 38, 48, or a 58 liter size. This one here is an Exos 58. The colors for the Exos come in either blue or gray. It sells new for $260, but you can often find it on sale. It's covered by Osprey's Almighty Guarantee, which gives you a lifetime of protection for all the components of the pack. So looking at the Osprey Exos 58, you can get this in either a small medium sized torso or a medium large torso. The capacity differs slightly based on the size torso length that you need. You have two different variations of the Exos 58. First, you have the small, medium-sized torso length, which comes in 58 liters, or you can get the medium-large, which comes in 60 liters. The maximum load carry weight is 30 to 35 pounds. I did find right around the 30-pound mark. It's super comfortable, and you can take advantage of all the features of this pack as it transfers the weight down to your hips. Looking at the materials, it is made out of 100% recycled materials. It is Blue Sign approved materials at that, and it's made out of high tenacity recycled ripstop nylon. The main body of the pack is 100 denier ripstop nylon, and other areas that are more prone to wear that require a bit more durability, such as the bottom, the front pocket here, and also some accents, is 400 denier. If you are coming from more of a traditional backpacking style, such as from the Atmos backpack series, the material is going to be a whole lot thinner and also less durable than the Atmos. So if you are coming from that, make sure you are a little bit more careful with this pack. The whole pack is also coated with a PFC-free DWR finish that helps repel and bead moisture from the surface of the pack. Let's talk about the weight. The weight of the Osprey Exos in the small medium version is actually 2 pounds, 13.4 ounces. So it's not exactly ultralight, but it is really a lightweight pack for that. The nice thing about this pack is it is a good transition coming from traditional backpacking if you're moving toward the ultralight category, but you still want a lot of the features that you find in some of the traditional packs. Let's check out the backpack and all its features, starting with the main compartment. So as you can see here, you do have this top lid that you can come off, which gives you access to a drawstring kind of closure here. So you can go ahead and just pull this and I'll open up the main compartment of the area here. One of the cool things about the Exos 58 is it is bear canister friendly. You can fit a pretty decent sized bear canister in there horizontally. And looking in here, you can see you have a lot to work with in here. So 58 liters in this top area section here. So we'll just kind of look at some of the features. Inside the main compartment here, you have an internal compression strap to keep your load nice and tight to your body. You also have this internal hydration sleeve, so you can clip on and hang your water bladder also on this little top clip here. This is nice because it helps you keep your water bladder separate from the rest of the contents that are in your backpack there. This is also coupled with a center back hose port here that you can run the hose out to the back and go ahead and strap it onto your shoulder straps as well for easy access to your water. Again, once you store your contents in the bag, you do have this strap that you just pull to tighten it, and it closes. Underneath here, you also have this flap here. So if you choose to go without this top lid, you can run this little flap and it'll cover the inner contents of your bag. I believe they call it a storm flap, and it does a pretty sufficient job at that. And you can see it has these little clips here to clip it down. Looking at this top lid here, you can see you do have these buckle clips here. You also have these tie down attachment points on the top. So if you want to attach any kind of gear to these little things here, you can do so. On the back here, you also have a zippered pocket that you can fit a lot of stuff in this as well. And then underneath, you have another pocket here that is mesh here. And it also has this little key clip so you can clip your keys so you don't lose them while you're out in the backcountry. This top lid pretty much gives you an extra 10 liters to fit anything you want quick access to. So pretty neat top lid that you can go without if you also want to save some weight and take a lighter load. In the front here, you have this oversized stretch mesh pocket with a secure buckle closer to provide a great spot to store gear and also secure it nicely and tighten it down. The center here of this front mesh pocket is actually reinforced with a stronger denier reinforced panel, which gives it a little bit more durability than just this stretch mesh. I did notice compared to other models, because of this extra panel here, it doesn't stretch as much, but it is a pretty big pocket. You can put plenty of things in it. Looking at the back here, we have the suspension frame system, which Osprey calls the Airspeed suspension system. And this actually is really what makes this pack unique and super comfortable, but also light. Here, the Airspeed suspension system is this mesh back panel here that has been strengthened from previous models as well, and it provides excellent ventilation and support. It also creates this tension back panel that keeps the weight in the pack off your back to provide enough separation between the pack and your body to generate a good amount of airflow through this mesh to help keep your back cool. You also have this light wired aluminum alloy frame here, which provides sufficient stability to help transfer the load of the weight to your hips. With this light alloy frame together with the Airspeed suspension system, it really makes carrying heavier loads a whole lot more comfortable. Another cool feature that they added to the new addition here of this Exos is this adjustable shoulder harness. And this is actually a molded ladder system that allows you to dial in your torso length and gives you 4 inches of range of adjustment. Basically what you do is you have this clip here and you would just undo it from the top ladder here and then put it to your desired length that you would need. This is a great addition because it gives you extra adjustability. Compared to last year's model, the shoulder strap harness was just sewn in to this mesh back panel. Looking at the shoulder straps here, you can see it's made out of a seamless mesh with sufficient padding to be comfortable but also light. The shoulder straps also include this adjustable sternum strap that has also an integrated whistle built into it. Another cool thing is this also has load lifter adjustment straps to help bring that load closer to your back to provide optimal fit. Looking at the hip belt, this is an Exoform hip belt that has been updated to give you extended shape. The padding is thin, but it's also more sufficient than the previous version to make it even more comfortable. One of the things we see here with this hip belt is this is called the Dur Ergo Closer, which provides extra leverage to really help tighten your hip belt and allow for simple adjustment. You can have efficient load weight transfer when you have your hip belt nice and tight. Another cool thing in the updated Exos is they brought back the hip belt pockets, but not only did they bring them back, they also made them bigger. This is an excellent addition. They actually took these out in the 2018 model as an attempt to save weight, but it's great to really have the access here on your hip belt to have these hip belt pockets. One thing you also notice that the Exos added is they added this little padding here on the bottom of the mesh back panel, and this acts like a lumbar pad. It's just a little bit extra support so it's not hurting your back as you're using this. Some other cool features about this pack is you actually have the stow on the go trekking pole attachment. This lets you stow your trekking poles real easily on the side whenever you need to, hands free. Another cool thing is you actually have this ice axe attachment with the bungee tie off here on the side, so whenever you need an ice axe you can go ahead and attach it there. One cool feature is you have these really nice side mesh pockets. These are pretty stretchy. You can fit a water bottle here from the top, and the cool thing is when you're hiking you can actually reach from the bottom and pull it out that way, so you don't have to take off your pack just to get access to water. On the bottom of the pockets they're also reinforced with some nylon here, and this provides some durability, so if you put trekking poles or tent poles or anything, they're not going to punch a hole in that mesh pocket. Here in the front, you also see next to these mesh pockets is you have these web loop attachments here, so you can attach any kind of gear or anything like that to the front of your pack. One place they did seek to save weight is in the compression straps. So if you're coming from an Osprey traditional pack such as the Atmos, the compression straps are a lot thicker and durable, but these are a lot thinner, but they're plenty durable to provide what they need it to do. The side compression straps are removable as well, so if you seek to go without it, you can save some weight that way. One of the things I don't like about the compression straps on the side is you can't rework them through the pockets. Instead, they go over it, so it can provide a little bit of resistance if you seek to put a lot of things in. You also have these removable compression straps here on the bottom here, and these are long enough so you can go ahead and hold a sleeping pad or any additional gear that you'd like to hang from there. Another cool feature that they added is you have these pull handles. You have a pull handle here on the front, and then you have a larger one here on the back as well. And together you can go ahead and lift up your pack. Let's talk about the build quality here. This is excellent build quality. The craftsmanship and the seams in which this pack has is just really flawless. The stitching is great as well. This pack uses just the right amount of padding to give you the comfort you need, but also in a lightweight packet. The material is still plenty durable. It's not as thin as what you might find on the Levity series, but it is a lot thinner than what you'll find on some of the more traditional backpacks such as the Atmos. The thinner materials does still require you to be a bit more delicate, but it's not as thin as something like the Levity series, so it does have a bit more durability than that. Speaking of the comfort, this is one of the most comfortable packs if you're using a backpack for 30 to about 35 pounds. The Airspeed suspension system really provides good airflow and support as well, and you also have sufficient padding to keep it nice and comfortable. One pack that this is very similar to is the Gregory Focal, and there are some differences. While the Focal is a bit more simpler, this one has a bit more bells and whistles for that. The Focal is going to have a little bit more padding in the hip belts and shoulder pads as well. And the Focal actually has the lumbar pad behind that mesh back panel for some additional support. And it's a beefier lumbar pad than what the Exos uses. Overall, they're both great packs and they're similar priced as well. So concluding thoughts, overall, this is a pretty nice pack. It's lightweight and super comfortable, but you still have all the bells and whistles that you have in other traditional packs. So if you're transitioning from more traditional backpacking and you want to get lighter, this is a great option to go with. So overall, I think this is a good buy because the pros really outweigh the cons. The first pro is it's comfortable, but also light. So compared to the traditional backpacks like the Osprey Atmos series, they have a lot of nice carry support, but it's also a pretty heavy pack. This one here comes in just under 3 pounds, so pretty nice, but it's super comfortable as well. Another pro is the Airspeed suspension system. If I'm gonna pick of any Osprey suspension systems, this one's definitely my favorite because it's light, but also provides great ventilation. Another pro is the Osprey Almighty Guarantee. With that guarantee, you can really rest assured that your investment is protected if anything did go wrong. So let's consider some of the cons. Because it's a lot lighter than traditional backpacks, it's going to be a little bit more delicate, so you just need to tend it and be a little more careful with it. Another con is while it is coated with a DWR finish, it isn't completely water resistant and it doesn't come with a rain cover, so that is additional purchase you will need to make. So what did you think of the new Osprey Exos series for 2022? Is this a pack you'll consider for your backpacking adventures? If so, leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts. If you like what you saw, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe for more backpacking content like this, and as always, thanks for watching.